translated as Canaanite, as a patriot. They were patriots. They loved the Jewish state, and they wanted themselves to say, I will die for this state. I think good Christians are patriots. I think so. I think good Christians love the nation that the Lord puts them in. I think so. But not to the point of making an idol. Not an idol. Not to the point where your life is taking that above the gospel. A good political man, a good person that approaches the civil things that are around him or her. They do it from the love of God. They surround themselves with godly men and women who can tell them what the heart of God is. They question their decision based on the Bible. Amen. I know that sounds so foreign. Right now we say, well, it's the separation of church and state. This nation will be nothing less God had looked after it.
That's right. Amen.
Look at all the nations that abandon God and tell me where they're at. They're in the pantheon and the cemetery of those who were and are no more. This nation's power is based on God himself.
Jesus.
Now, as we sit over here, we have groups. We have groups that run one way or the other. The groups all the way to the far left. They don't want anything to do with the gospel. And the gospel that they want to present is a social gospel. Groups all the way to the far right. They want to solve everything and put everybody else in jail. They sound like the zealots to me. The whole idea of the gospel is that Jesus walked by one of them. I can imagine all of the loving people saying, is he going to pick him? These are murderers. These are revolutionaries. And Jesus said, follow me. I will show you how it is that you change nations. You change families. You do it one heart at a time. Amen. Right here in this table. Right here in this table. You can find men and women who run in every crazy circle you can imagine. Drugs, craziness, illicit relationships, all kinds of things. And many of you guys who grew up in church, and I just say it. I got it. But in all of it, God changed you. Your heart was open to him. So you affect your family differently. You look at your nation with love. You look at the warts in this nation and you say, yeah, we have issues. But this is what God put me. I'm going to love this nation. Amen. You're a patriot. You're willing to die if that's what it takes. But above that is Christ. Amen. Before you are an American, you are a Christian.
You're a Christian.
I know that's a hard saying, but let me say it again. Make no mistake about what I'm saying. Before you are black, you are a Christian. Before you are white, you are a Christian. Preaching to a bunch of my own guys, Hispanics, and they were all like, and I was like, hey, what does the Bible say? Well, we need this for the Hispanic world. They're oppressed. I said, what?